What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keith back with another trading video, man. Today we got a recap. Last video we had market analysis. We did it on Sunday night / Monday morning. Today we got a recap of what's the week looking like thus far, man. Today is Wednesday. Well, technically it's Tuesday night, but we gonna be opening up tomorrow. Be Wednesday, March 26th. So we finna just do a recap of how the trade's been playing out so far this week, man. We had some nice moves, man. We've been having what we anticipated happening. So first off, I'm gonna do this, and like I said, I'm gonna do this quick. Kind of like the last video. I'm gonna try to do it faster than the last video, since we just doing a quick recap and looking at what we think the rest of the week gonna pan out to be. So hopefully we can get through this pretty fast. Alright, so first off, we got SPY. SPY did end up pushing to the upside. Remember we had said initially on, dang, I don't know why it's lagging so bad. I don't know why it's lagging bad. Hopefully it goes away. But initially, I mean, some reasons it's lagging bad. Maybe because of these extra lines. Give me 1 second, guys. And some of these extra lines was just me during the trades and stuff. I was just putting like key levels I was seeing while I was in trade. Alright, yeah, I can pretty much clear all this up. I probably should just, matter of fact, I'm trying to get it to where I got the three green lines we had initially on Sunday. Alright, so that's good. That's good. So, like we said, coming into this week, we was like, pretty much everything, Meta, SPY, CrowdStrike, all of them, they looked at bullish. Like the current state looked at bullish, but we had potential to come to the downside. Like we said, we wanted it to go to the downside though. Honestly, just because it was way more room to the downside. But we're fine with the upside move too, because we said, hey, the last little bit of the market that ended up closing on Friday looked at bullish. So we was like, we gotta play bullish until it switch and show us to the downside. Like I had told y'all on the analysis, we said for SPY, we needed a red candle to be made without touching this high, or we needed a closure below this red candle wick, so this green line. So we needed a closure below 557.38. We did not get that to play to the downside. For the upside, we said as long as we push, break, and hold above 569.24, we should see longs going up into 575. And Monday ended up coming, we gapped up. We already had gapped up. Instantly, we was at 570 basically. Once I seen that gap up, I'm gonna tell y'all now, I had gotten longs. I ended up getting loans on Monday. And I had set my stop loss around that 69 area. So I got in loans. I had bought a 2-day contract, and I was just looking to take it all the way up to 74. I actually got in loans when it was at like 71, and I was just trying to get it up to 75, 575. It ended up actually Monday we ended up getting close to it. Then we got it like 73, 74, and I ended up selling it because I know having 0 DTE contracts, it's going it's gonna decay your contracts pretty fast if you hold it to the next day, to the day of. So I was like, hey, I'm just gonna get what I can out of it, and I'll get back in tomorrow, which was Tuesday. So when Monday came, we gapped up. We was right here at this 71. Literally out the open, I just went long out the open. I was up, had to hold it. I didn't sell it till like 240, around 245 or so. I sold it like somewhere right here at 574. It was like 574.60. I sold it. I completely sold it. I ended up catching like I want to say it was like 80%, something like that. It was like 80% on the trade. I could have held it though. Like I said, I could have held it because I was like we had said on a weekly analysis. If we had held above 69, hey, we see 75 getting taken out. And once we gapped up and we pretty much was at the end of the day, I could have just held it to the next day. But I was like, no, I don't know how much that theta, like me holding it overnight, how much it's gonna kill the contract by the time we open up. And I didn't really see us pushing real high the next day because we could, stall out some. So, um, yeah. So it ended up playing like we said, guys. We had that break and hold above 69, took it up to 75. So I took this trade. Um, Currently how spot looking now. We did push up and make a new high. But we failed to close above this old high. Which was 575.66. We failed to close above there. We end up closing at 576.41. Well, actually, hold up. My bad. The high was 575.66. The closure was 575.46. So we was 20 cents off from closing above. By us doing that, by us wicking above but failing to close above, be cautious of a reversal for the pullback. And it might not even be like a crazy pullback back to 69. It could just be a pullback just into a fair value gap, then bounce to push higher. To end up taking out this high right here at 83. So that would be the next target. If we see a pullback, we look to enter in on pullback, especially off of a fair value gap, and target that 583.13. But like I said, since it pushed past and didn't close past, I'm expecting tomorrow to get a pullback. Unless the only way I don't expect a pullback if we open up above. If we open up above that 575.66 mark, we might just get a retest of 575.66 and then shoot up. Or we can just, like I said, we can open above and we can just shoot straight up. But if we open below, I'm expecting a pullback back into this big Monday candle, somewhere find a fair value gap within there. We'll look for change of character, switching back to the upside, becoming back bullish after we do a pullback, and then take the longs to take out first the high of this candle. So 576.41, and then next, this is our ultimate target up here. Now 583.13, and of course I'm bullish on the market though. Like I said, I am expecting a pullback tomorrow, but I'm bullish on the market. I think we're gonna shoot up, take this high. Only way I'm looking for shorts is if we pull back. We gotta pull back. Honestly, only way I'm looking for shorts tomorrow is if we just honestly I think I won't even get in shorts tomorrow, even if the market just flushing crazy. Out because if it's tomorrow and we pushing down, literally I have to see us push like somewhere down here to 53 before I even attempt to get in shorts, just because even flushing down hard, it still can reverse and go sideways or anything. So tomorrow, the only way I would be bearish for this week on the market would be if we pull down deep, then we push up, but it still end up closing red. And then that very next day, we end up pushing. So on Thursday, we end up pushing back down again. That's the only way I started looking to somewhat be bearish, but I really would rather have a green candle, red candle, green candle, and then that last candle be red. I don't want two reds back to back to be going short. Cause I need to see color change in it. So I'm pretty much basically gonna just be bullish on SPY for the rest of the week. Unless, like I said, unless we get red tomorrow for Wednesday, Thursday be a green candle, and then Friday be red. Look like it's going bearish, and I'll get in shorts on Friday maybe. But I think I'm bullish at least for Wednesday and Thursday. But yeah, so we looking for it. That's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for a pullback to go long tomorrow. And like I said, unless we open up above this 575.66, if we open above there, maybe find a pullback just to that level and then shoot up, or it can just open up and go up. I kind of don't want to just open up and shoot up just because at any moment it can flush down and pull back to a fair value gap. I prefer it to come down first and then go up. But yeah, like we said, we can see it pulling back to a fair value gap. So we got a fair value gap right here on the 4 hour. I think we had more on smaller time frames. We got a minor, like real small. Actually, I won't even count this one, but we got this one right here that was the same one for the 4 hour. There's one right here on the 1 hour, so it could come back here and pull back to this 1 hour fair value gap. Let's drag this out. Oh man, it's just so laggy. It's crazy. I think it just messed up. Yeah, it just messed it up. It's so dang laggy. Well, I adjusted after this. I'll adjust it. But yeah, we can come down to this 1 hour fair value gap. Do we got any smaller ones beforehand? I can delete this one because this was a 5 minute one that I was looking at during the day, but ended up getting filled. I don't see any other ones. Let me check the 15 real quick. Alright, we do got a 15 fair value gap. Oh, actually, no, we don't because it didn't completely cover. Yeah, I honestly, I see this one right here. We do got this gap, so it could come down here. This gap would be okay. Oh, it's so laggy. Forget it. I ain't gonna draw nothing on these charts tonight. I just wait till I either close down the app or uh in the morning. But yeah, we we can jump reverse off this gap if we get a pullback and come to this gap. But to me, I prefer for it to come down to this 1 hour and then shoot up. If it's coming down to this 4 hour one, hey, I'm a little bit nervous about taking longs. But if it comes down to this 1 hour, this is like the sweet spot for me. I can see it doing it off of this 15, but this 1 hour I would prefer and shoot up. Um, but yeah, that's our game plan. I'm not trying to go into too deep of a depth uh analysis because, like I said, I'm trying to make this video pretty short and sweet. We just recapping what happened and what we kind of think the rest of the week can do. But yeah, we see. Like I said, I think we going. I see us going up to 83 though. As long as we stay bullish, I see us going up to 83. What's this? 79. Okay, so we might have to watch out when it gets to 79. So we got a slick little fair value gap. But yeah, I see it going to 83. All right, CrowdStrike. Now, like this is something I want to tell y'all, man. I've been watching the analysis I made on Sunday. When I tell y'all I'm so mad at myself that I did not. I was just honestly, it was just a case of I was so stuck on, hey, Meta is one of my favorite things to trade. Meta is one of my favorite things to trade. I was just so stuck on it. Because when I went back and looked at the analysis video, and y'all can go watch it, when I spoke about CrowdStrike and Tesla, I was telling y'all, hey, it's room for about a $30 move, $40 move. And when I spoke up on Meta, I said, oh, it's about a $10 to $15 move, chance. If I said it out loud, why would I sit there and trade the one with less profit potential? For some reason, I just went to Meta and traded Meta when I clearly in the video I said Tesla and CrowdStrike had more profit potential to the upside. For some reason, like I said, I think because I was just so stuck onto, hey, I like trading Meta, that I just instantly, my instinct was just to go to Meta. I got in the Meta call. Yeah, I still won and it played out. But man, I would have 3x, 4x my money by going to the ones with the more upside potential. So we're gonna go over CrowdStrike. I got a little bit of FOMO, and I jumped in and took a little $20-$30 loss on CrowdStrike. 'Cause I kind of had FOMO. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. And I shouldn't even took the trade because, hey, you already missed most of it. Wait till a nice setup to get back in. Like relook at your charts and find a good entry, which I didn't do. I just jumped straight in. Um, and that was today on Tuesday. I did it. But let's get into this chart. Let's get into this chart. So on the daily, like we were saying, on our analysis video, let me delete that. On our analysis video, we were saying, cause I remember, yeah, on the analysis video, we was like, dang, if we look at this daily, CrowdStrike already had reversed off this fair value gap on the daily. We had that green candle on that Friday. We said, okay, well, we see bullish. We said, hey, since it's green, we should be aiming for what? These highs at 380. So we were at Friday close. We were at 562. That's an $18 move right there. We opened up. We did open up at 69. So even if I got in at 69, that's still what? A $12 move. That was pretty much what I was expecting on Meta. But if you see, we opened up at 69, but we ended up dropping down. And I believe it was back into a fair value gap. We ended up pushing back down. Where was it? Okay, so we pushed down right there. Was it a fair value gap there? Because why do I got it even marked up? Let's see. 15. Yeah, it was a 15-minute fair value gap right there where we dropped into. And literally, that could have been your entry right there. Oh yeah, because we had this 15-minute one marked up on Sunday when we was talking. We was like, hey, if it can hold above here and we see reversal, we supposed to go long and just hold it. Literally, if y'all go back to the video, that's exactly what I said. I already had this drawn up, this fair value gap, because we seen this part, and I was like, hey, if we can hold above here and we see a reversal, switching bullish, getting longs, and take it up to 80. That's what we said, 80 first, and then we said, depending on if we hold above 80, aim for 406. What happened? We held this fair value gap. We switched bullish right here. Once we switch bullish, you're supposed to get in longs, right? We supposed to get in longs right there towards the end of the day. We didn't. And yeah, the market just went crazy. Ended up going all the way to 390. And I still see it. I see it going up to 406 as long as we stay bullish. Yeah, man. And I was just like, I got FOMO. I tried to get in longs. I think right here. Yeah, right around here. When it was at 380, I think I got in like when it was at 385. I got in longs. Yeah, it pushed up a little bit um to 390, but I bought it so far out the money, and I didn't realize when I paid for it, I overpaid for the contract because instant when I bought it, I was already down like 20%. Soon I bought it, I said, "Why the heck I'm down?" I didn't know I overpaid for the contract. Um, and like I said, that was because I had FOMO. So by the time I got up here, I was like barely even up on the trade. Um, and when it flushed, I pretty much killed me. I waited on the pullback and I got on out somewhere around here. Um, yeah, so that FOMO, hey, that's and the reason why I got in it today was only because I already was up good on my meta trade. So I was like, oh, I got extra room to play around. No, you should leave it alone, man. Once you got a good trading day, leave it alone. But fortunately, my meta trade was so good that that wasn't even no that loss that I took wasn't even like 5% of what I made on meta. So that was good. Um, yeah, man. So we really, like I said, we should have had paid attention to what we were doing because, like I said, we called it out to a T. Um, we said look for longs here. If we hold above, potentially go to 406. But what ended up happening? We should have went long, especially when it held this 15-minute gap. Should have went long to 80. We could have still been in the trade today, still up, and literally got in at what? Even if we would have got in at 69, it touched 90. So that still was a what? Um, $20 move. So it was like, man, I was upset about that trade, but it's fine though. But what we think CrowdStrike might do now? Honestly, we did hold above here. That's good. I say we held above this um 81, 381.26. But I do see this on the side over here, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's a fair value gap. Here we go. Fair value gap. I think it touched the other side and it didn't close above. Yep. So it touched the other side of the fair value gap and failed to close past. So that's tricky right there. Because we touched the other side of the fair value gap but did not close past. What that's supposed to mean? Hey, you're supposed to come back and touch at least the bottom of the fair value gap box. Let's see what it did last. Did it go to the top, come down, then go up, or did it just go to the top and never touch the other side of the box? It never touched the other side of the box. Okay. So it did not touch the other side of the box. It's potential to touch this other side of the box, this other fair value gap on the daily. But I do see this fair value gap on the 1 hour. We see this fair value gap on the 1 hour, which could prevent it from going to the other side of the daily fair value gap. Only if we see it switch bullish. It needs to take out this high. It can take out these highs, but if it take out this high, we 100% know, hey, we're not coming back down to that daily fair value gap. But if it switch bullish off of this fair value gap, then we should be looking for a push up past the daily fair value gap, prior retrace, then it pop up to 406. If it close back inside this 1 hour fair value gap, then we expect it to come to the bottom of this 4 hour. I know it's probably confused because everything is yellow. Let me try to switch this color. I think this is the 1 hour. Okay, so that's the 1 hour. So if it end up switching bearish while within this 1 hour fair value gap, of course I see it coming down to the 382. Once it gets to the 382, y'all, the market gonna have to make a decision. Do it want to dump or do it want to push back up? So when it get to that 382, look and see what the market sentiment is. Is it if it pushed below 382 and we see a pullback and then a dump to make a lower low? Okay, I'm expecting us to shoot all the way back down. Or if you want to just wait till the daily candle closure, if you see a daily candle closure below this gap, hey, we expecting it to come all the way back down. But if we come to 82, hold above, like even if we just close inside without touching the other side, then hey, closer inside here, we expect it to come to the top of the gap first, so 390, and then if it can hold above, shoot up to 406. If we end up opening up, push above the 390 and close above, okay, we're looking for to go to 406. It's really that simple. This is honestly this all I'm looking for on CrowdStrike. Closer above and hold above, go to 406. Closer below and hold below, flush down to a fair value gap, maybe to this gap first, 76. Yeah. And then if we close inside, depending on whichever one it touched, if it touched the bottom last, go to the top. If it touched the top last, go to the bottom. That's literally that simple. That's how I'm seeing CrowdStrike. But currently we had a green candle, so we should still be thinking go up. But like I said, we did not touch the bottom of this box, so we might get a pullback, then push up. All right. Now Meta, here go Meta, here go Meta. Meta, I took this Meta trade. I did take this trade. Like I told y'all, I took it, but I should have took Tesla or CrowdStrike because they had more potential, and I clearly stated that they did. I just didn't. Like I said, I was stuck on. Oh, Meta is the trade I want. Meta is the trade I want. That's what I like trading. So yeah, like we said, we seen Meta right here. We was like, hey, if we can push above this high, 613, and hold above, we should see 636 get in touch. Well, what happened? We opened up. We already had opened up here at what, like 614, 615, and we end up going up to that 32. Now, soon I seen we opened up here. Same thing like I did with SPY. Soon we opened up there, I pretty much just got in at the open. So I got in longs, and I was aiming for that 32. I was trying to see if we can come inside this fair value gap between 32 and 37. Like I was looking to see if we can get inside there. We tapped inside, but we failed to close inside. So it was like it was iffy. But yeah, so I got in longs. Monday was killing me, y'all. Like me being in that trade, I was up pretty good. I was up like 160% on my trade on Monday, but they ended up flushing back down on me on Monday. Like it was crazy, man. But I still had faith on it because I was like, as long as we close above that 613, I believe it was. Yeah, as long as we was closing above here, I was okay to hold my trade the next day. Which this scared me right here, y'all. This scared me. When we pushed down here, I was like, man, I thought you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking we was gonna hold above, stay above. Cause I had got in at the open, so I got in like down here, y'all, at 613. It pushed all the way up. I was up like 160, 180%. Came down, came up, shot down on me. Then at this point, I wasn't at break even. I was like probably like 20% down, something like that. Yeah, and I was like, man, if it just switched to a downtrend underneath this 13, I might need to just close it. Which it didn't do though, which was perfect. End up holding it. End up holding it. Once we got around here towards the end of the day, I was like, okay, I'm confident in that holding it to the next day. Cause I could have sold here for like uh I want to say it was like 40-50% profit. I could have sold here. But I was like, nah, I know we going to 32. You know what I'm saying? Especially since we held above here. My target should have been all the way up here. So I held it. Glad I did hold it. 'Cause I ended up getting way more than I needed. Um, I don't know what these boxes are. I'm gonna just leave them. Cause if I see something tomorrow, I'll remark it up. But yeah, so I ended up holding it. Um, that morning ended up coming. We ended up pushing up. We actually like pretty much gapped up, and I was up pretty good on the trade, like right here. Then it flushed real hard, and I still was up, but I wasn't up like I was when I was here. But I was like, nah, I'm pretty sure we should be going up to 32. And I think I had marked out a gap. I think it was like a 4 hour gap that I didn't recognize at first until I was on the charts. And I said, oh snap. No, it wasn't a 4 hour gap. It had to be something else. 1 hour gap? No, it's not 1 hour. I don't know what I. It was something made me mark this up. And I'm not gonna go back if it was the 15. But for some, I was marking this up. I was looking for a closure above here to give me that confidence. I was like, once we close above this zone, all I needed was one candle closure above, and I'm confident we're going to 32. We had to push. I was like, all right. I thought we was gonna close above here. We did. Then we flushed down, but I was like, hey, we didn't make a new low, so this could be a higher low. That very next candle, what it do? Pushed above, closed above. Man, I was already confident. I said, oh yeah. I started making my stop loss extremely tight. I was like, man, I'm pretty sure we're going up here to this 32. We got up to that 32. I pretty much just got out. I moved my stop loss to where it was like basically if it got down to 630, I was gonna be out. Um, so yeah, I could have just straight closed at 32, but I was trying to see if we was gonna keep running up into that daily fair value gap that I told you about going up to 37, 637. But we end up pushing straight down. But I still end up collecting 230% on my trade. Um, and yeah, it was a nice trade, but it kind of sucked because if y'all seen with CrowdStrike pushed up the very first day. When we showed Tesla definitely shot up the very first day. So my meta was kind of damaged a little bit because of how Monday ended up playing out on meta. Like, right here, how Monday ended up playing out, we pretty much pumped and dumped a little bit. We didn't really go nowhere. Versus with CrowdStrike and Tesla, they just instantly went straight up. So it multiplied the contracts way faster. Uh, so I was a little upset because if it would have did that move on the Monday, I would have been pretty much good. Like I'd be up kind of like how CrowdStrike and Tesla would move. But it's fine though. Like I said, you can't be mad. You still make 230% on the trade. Yeah, you had to wait one extra day, but it's fine. It's fine. So for Meta, what we looking for now? Meta, we're looking for. Let's see. On the daily, we did make a new high. So we did make a higher high, but we got this high to be out, which is. Let me mark it up. We got to beat this high out. That is 32.93. And it's also the fair value gap. So when we beat it out, when we pass the high, we gotta close it. We have to close above it and at least close inside this gap. If we can close past this gap for sure, we're coming up to 58. So let me mark that out. This is so close above this on a daily. This fair value gap. A plus go up to 50. We're going up to 58. We're going up another $18. Now, um, yeah, that's pretty much if we want to see continuation to the upside, we have to come back up and reclaim and I mean come up and claim this this high. We gotta close inside this fair value gap. But like I said, we did take this high. Well, like I told y'all with SPY, we beat a high, but we failed to close above, which means, hey, we probably got to come down some before we can push back up. Which we did look like we did already on Meta. We came up, pushed down already. So I don't know if it already did its pullback it needed to go higher, or if it got to pull back some more and then go higher. Honestly, you got to go on the lower time frame and look, see if it pulled back to a fair value gap, and then when we looking to switch higher. Honestly, with this red or indecisive candle, only way I kind of want to go long is like I said, if we pull back some and then I see some reversal coming to go back to the other side, I'll probably get in long. But it kind of sucks that it's a red candle. You kind of want to just see a green candle closure up here to keep going long. Because even a green down here, a green candle down here really don't do nothing for me. Because, hey, that can be a high. This can be setting a lower high. And then if we dump, go lower than this low, then that's a change of character. That switch to a downtrend. So, we kind of just need to pull back, and we have to push above this high, close above this high, to keep us going on the uptrend trajectory. So it's potential though, because if we pull back, and I'm expecting us to come close this high, so we come down to like 620. Shoot, that's $13 move. If it close above, you bought it on Wednesday, you still got Thursday and Friday. It potentially can at least get like somewhere there, like 49. So it's okay. This meta, it looks okay. I don't really, like I said, I don't like that it had that red counter. If I look at the 4 hour, we do got a nice, it do look like, hey, potential to go take this high out now. So like I said, Meta could have already had did this pullback. That's probably why it's reading. It probably could have already did this pullback. Now it's trying to go straight up to take that high. We just have to see how it look in the morning. Because it could already be, boom, trying to go take that high, close above, probably retest, and then go higher. It could already be doing it. We don't know for sure, though. Because we got to take this high out first, which is 29. That's only a $3 move. I'm not even gonna try to jump in this late for no $3 move. But if it take this high, hold above, take it from 30 to 34. That's a $4 move. That's decent. And if it can hold above 34, then yeah, we see it going to 37 first, then potentially up to 50s. It's okay. I'm not too fond of the middle. It's okay. It just depends on how it looks in the morning. For the downside play, it's already a red count, so we could just straight flush switch to the downside. At least come to this gap first. Yeah, downside play, it could just straight be a red count on Monday, but we need to make sure this 4 hour switch to a downtrend. So we had to beat this low first at 23, then potentially take it down to 15. If it hold below 15, boom, take it down to this gap first, which is 601, 602. All right, so that's the game plan for that. Tesla, like I told y'all, man, I'm hurt about these trades. Tesla absolutely exploded, man, and it's still going. It's crazy. Like we said on Tesla, we had said, hey, it's looking just like Meta, CrowdStrike, everything else. It looks bullish. At the tail ends, we was like, hey, if I wasn't expecting it to gap up so hard, but we was like, hey, if it can close above this high, 52, we see it going to 66, which was what? A $15 move. What happened? We gapped up to 58. even from 58 or 57, that's still an $8 move up to 66. But I literally just didn't look at Tesla. Like I just didn't look at it until it was too late. Um, I didn't have no. I probably should have had alert set. Um, I had the levels marked, no alert set, so that's probably my fault. Yeah, so it gapped up, and it did a very small pullback and just shot straight up, all the way up to 78. Which we did not even mark because we was only looking for it to come to this high first. We didn't think it was gonna shoot straight up like that, but it did. So it took this high, it came and took this high, and it held above. Oh my goodness. When I tell you Tesla is absolutely shooting up crazy. It held above, so now the next target it's looking for is this high at 303. Oh man. When I tell you Tesla is skyrocketing. Tesla literally got potential to come from 56 all the way to 303 in less than in just 3-4 days. Man, like literally a $50-$60 move. So it's jumping $20 a day pretty much on average. That's crazy, man. I know them contracts just stupid inflated. If you would have bought right here and took a long on Tesla, man, you probably just from the hype of it jumping $20, you probably up like a good 2-3 thousand, maybe even more than that, maybe 4,000 just off of these 2 days. And that's with you buying like a $200 contract. That's crazy. But like I said, I was so gun hold on my metas, I failed to look at my other charts. And that's my fault, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be looking at all my charts this time, at least for the rest of this week. But yeah, we held above this high, which is perfect. So Tesla the only one that took a high and held above the high. So that's perfect for Tesla. So I can see Tesla coming up to take this high out now. If it can push past this 93, 293 area, I can see it going to take this high out. Let's check out the lower time frame. I really don't see no downside potential. Until I get a red count, I don't see no downside trades for Tesla. Alright, so we have the break above. Okay, here we go. We do see this on the 4-hour. We see a fair value gap right here. And it's a downward fair value gap at that. So if any downside play is gonna come, it has to happen right here. Ooh, nice. It stayed inside. It held inside even with that red. Oh my goodness. Tesla might, if it can close above this gap. Oof, 303, here we come, baby. Yeah. And then I don't even think it touched the top of the gap. That's what's even better. It did not, I don't think it touched the top. It might be another gap with inside here. Cause it is kind of weird that it came back to the other end without touching the top. But yeah, if we can close above this 4-hour gap, we might see Tesla go straight, rip straight to 303. But we got what we got on the 4-hour. We got a high, low, higher high. If we push past here, that'll make this into a new low, a higher low. Boom. If we can close above here on the 4-hour, boom. Just get in long. If you see a green counter and we close above here, get in longs. Just get in longs. I don't care. Just get in longs. Set your stop loss below here at 285. Literally. Because you got what? You'll have what? Maybe a $6 stop loss, but you got potential to shoot up what? To 303, what that is? $11, $12. So what's that? 3 to 1, 4 to 1 almost? Let's see. I'll just pull it up now. Alright. trying to get it on that bottom tick. Oh, it look like it's less than 3-1. Okay, I made my math a little bit on. Still 2-1 though, but it's still a nice move though. A 2-1 is still nice. Cause like I said, it's coming. If you get in, like say you get in at 292, even if it's just 292, that's what you got 8 plus 3. That's $11 move on Tesla. Versus if it comes stop you out, it literally had to come down all the way down to where this is 85. So you literally needed to drop 7 points. So that ain't too bad. That's a nice trade though. If we can close above, cause that'll make a higher high. With a close above the fair value gap, boom, you might get a slight little pullback, but man, it should just shoot straight up to that high. Uh, yeah, so Tesla, we really just bullish the whole way through. Now, the only way we can go, this thing's so laggy, it's just throwing me all the way off. Okay, yeah, it was another gap. That when I said it, why it didn't go all the way through, it's a 1 hour gap right here that it rejected off of. If y'all can see that, it's a 1 hour gap right there that it rejected off of. Cause I was wondering why it didn't go all the way through that 4 hour gap. Man, it's so laggy. Oh my god, forget. I'm gonna fix it all up, but pretty much that's where it's at. Yeah, so it rejected off this 1 hour gap. But if we can see a switch back bullish on the 1 hour, if it switch back bullish, boom. If I just see a switch back bullish, I'm probably gonna get in loans down here at like 88, sell my stop loss like I told you at the 85. Boom. Once it take this high, as long as it hold above this two at 291, 292, man, we're going up. We're at least going up to the top of that 1 hour gap, which is 294. If we hold above it, it's going to 303. Cause there's no other gaps, no nothing in the way. Nothing to stop it from going to 303. Literally, we only got 2 gaps in the way. And that's it. Let me see. Is this a 15-minute gap? I can't even see good. It kind of look like one, but I think it's gonna shoot straight past that. But yeah, we only bullish on Tesla. I'm gonna be honest. Now, gold. Let's go to gold real quick, and then we call it a night because we're already. This video pretty much the same length as the other one. I said I want to make it shorter. Gold. We had end up catching gold. Um, Remember I told y'all, I said we got a red candle closure back inside here to take the shorts, but I was trying to look to hold it all the way down. Um we actually had game inside, came inside. Uh I took the shorts and I ended up selling on a pullback. Let me see. I ended up selling it on the pullback because I was like, it don't look like it's going all the way through. I think I ended up selling it right after this green candle, I want to say. Yeah, right. It was like towards the close because I was like, hey, it look like we're making a higher low, so I ended up closing it. Um, yeah, so we took the short, then I ended up going long, and I took the longs back to the top of the gap, and those are the only 2 trades I ended up taking on gold. Currently, if we looking at it now though, we do got this high, we got this low, we got this second high. If this candle can be close red, or if it can push below this low, that'll make that true downtrend we need to go all the way down to where we said we were trying to aim for, which was first this 299 level, and then secondly this 299. I mean 29 2978 level. It's getting late, y'all. I'm starting to get tired. So we got potential to, if this kind of can close red, or if it can just push below this low, boom, we got lots of room to the downside. And that's probably the trade that we was looking for right here that we failed to, push all the way down with it. So I don't really see no upside play. Only way I can see upside play if we end up flipping green once again. We'll have to flip green and pass this high and make another high. If we do that, then that'll make this a low. Then that was a high. Then we make another high. Then that's the only way. If we push past this high and it's a green counter, then look for it to take out this high. But that's pretty much it. I really kind of just see gold coming down, especially how it's already red. But that don't mean that it can flip in the morning. It can be a big old green candle. So yeah. So pretty much that's our recap, y'all. We really pretty much looking on most of these stocks. We just look for continuation to keep going up. We're really not looking to be bearish on nothing other than gold. Um, yeah. So hopefully this weekend I can give y'all another recap of how the week ended up going. But Monday we end up going green with SPY. And then we also jumped in the middle, but we didn't sell it till Tuesday. And we end up so we had two winners, and then we end up having one loss with CrowdStrike because we had FOMO and jumped in way after the play already happened. So yeah, we 2-1 right now for the week. We're up pretty good on the account. I really ain't gonna give y'all too much detail. I'll just tell y'all how many trades I won, how many trades I lost. Um, yeah, so we're 2-1, and honestly, I'm not even mad at myself too much. Even though I did that cross strike when I shouldn't have got in. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all now. I normally don't even trade at all on Mondays. Sometimes I trade on Tuesday, but it's rare. I usually don't start my trading until Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'm kind of glad that I'm up on my account. Two winners, one loss. Before my actual days, I actually trade normally. So I'm actually ahead of the game right now. So y'all have a good one, man. Y'all like, share, subscribe down below, and comment any type of stocks or anything that y'all want me to analyze and look at, especially if it's before the week and stuff. Um, yeah, y'all have a good one.